Hey everybody, this is Derek. It is Monday, the 22nd of February 2010. This is a Mayan calendar update. What you are seeing on your screen is the spreadsheet that I use for the Mayan calendar consciousness, which this is the page that I use to track time within the Mayan calendar. Currently, we are in the galactic cycle, which is what brings us ethics, the acknowledgement for what is right and wrong, and the integrity for understanding and seeing trouble within this world. And right now we are seeing a truth movement coming in. This truth movement is, of course, giving us the acknowledgement for the rights and wrongs. We are seeing the integrity movement coming in, where we can now see the troubles for doing stuff like having a fiat money system, having a debt slave system, how this brings troubles into the world, putting GMOs into our food, how once again this puts troubles into our world, ignoring colony collapse disorder, how this puts troubles in the world. This is what this current cycle pretty much is all about. Now, I want to explain these numbers here just a little bit. Putting each cycle within 13 different segments, sort of like the 7 days and the 6 nights. And the number on the left-hand column in here, or the middle column, this is how many years would be left until we reach the ascension process, at least approximate. This entire web page is only approximate numbers, for I don't even know when the final date happens to be. I'm just going with December 21st, 2012. If that number is different, it's an easy fix within this web page. This number on the right hand side is how many years each one of these cycles has. Therefore, the amount of evolution that happened in the first cycle went through 2 2/3 of a year, then a little over 2, and then 1 2/3, 1 1/3, a little over 1. And the cycle started right on the 22nd of December 1999. And therefore, the next one will start roughly at around April the 24th, 2012. And these are approximate dates. And the halfway point for each one would be about 6.5 of 13. Therefore, we would complete the first cycle here, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. Therefore, in between 7 and 8 would be the halfway point. That's why when I was saying last year about the dollar collapsing, or whatever it happens to be, big events historically happen at the midway point of each cycle, which would, I guess, be between September of 2009 to May of 2010. And it can be, I guess, a little bit before September or a little bit after May. Nonetheless, we have not had a major event happen yet. And the midway point means that we are pretty much at it now. That means ethics should be overriding power, which is the previous cycle, at around this time. And I guess this is probably what the world is needing right now, when we are seeing so much corruption within this world. And the next cycle that we are going through will be the universal cycle, conscious co-creation, the evolution of cosmic consciousness. And I guess basically this is a cycle where we acknowledge what is right and wrong. We see the troubles in the world, so we find out what's right and wrong. We see the dangers we have done, the troubles that we have done. And thus, when we get this information, we can get solutions. It seems as if that this is when the solutions will take place. And the midway point for this is between 7 and 8. And that is roughly right before Halloween of 2012, when the consciousness of ethics will go to a lower scale. There is a heck of a lot more spreadsheets within this this like within this spreadsheet itself. And what I want to show you is some graphs. I have this graph cycle, but I don't know why I don't see any on here. They're easy to make. Basically, what we do is we can basically take these numbers in here, and this will give us a direction for the speed in which the Mayan calendar moves. And it's going to be a pretty huge looking graph, that is. And the reason for this is because our consciousness on each cycle moves about 20 times faster than its previous one, and that's why we have charts looking sort of like this. Now, on a logarithmic scale, what this means is that we are moving, well, on a straight line. Therefore, what it seems to me is that we are living in a linear-based world, a linear time world, where creation and evolution works in an exponential sort of pattern. And when I look back at previous time frames, the evidence for this seems to be the case, and right now it is only evidence. So with that being the case, we may be running into situations where there is a big conflict within universal linear and universal exponential time for what we are having. Now, this spreadsheet is very complex, and I actually was making a longer video about a month or two ago, and I just went through this page itself, and I talked for about 15-20 minutes on the page. I got a 169-day cycle in here. This cycle here shows what the movements from 1999 to 2012 are. This here doesn't have much. And then again, this is another chart that I have, which explains a positive and negative energy as we move within the next so many years. Chart moving something like this. It's not completely done, but nonetheless, if you are interested in learning more within this calendar, how the math works within this calendar, please let me know, because I need enough people to want to know this information, because I only get so many views, and I have had a very, very difficult time getting on the search results for the Mayan calendar. So if enough people are interested to know more within this cycle, the math, each consciousness field, what happens at the midway point of each cycle, and at the start of each one that we have been going through, please let me know, and then I'll put this video out within the next week or so. So thank you for watching, and have yourself a magnificent day. Bye-bye, everybody.